friends, I'm Aditi from Teamlease.com, India's #1 job portal for job seekers. And today we are going to talk about body language to be acquired for success at interviews. As trailers are to a movie, so is interview to your personality, and that is what makes interview skills the most sought after skills in the job market today. Often you stay clueless why you could not get the job despite good grades or your average grade friends getting those jobs. Well, the answer lies in the lack of proper interview skills, especially body language. Now, using appropriate body language in your job interview is essential to your success. Mind you, effective non-verbal communication techniques are as essential as your verbal communication skills. Do you know? Non-verbal communication accounts for over 90% of the message you're sending in your job interviews, whereas your verbal content only provides 7% of the message the interviewer is receiving from you. From that, body language accounts for 55% of the message and voice tone is 38%. And it is as important as the words you use in your job interviews. Today, we will focus on the non-verbal aspect of interview skills. Here are some non-verbal communication tips for job interviews. First, use the right posture. When the interviewer offers you a seat at the start of job interview, sit upright. This indicates that you're comfortable and feeling confident. Don't be too stiff in your chair. Hunching down back in your chair gives the impression of nervousness and low self-esteem. A sloppy posture indicates a careless attitude and a lack of energy. Sitting on the edge of your chair can make you come across as being nervous and tense. Just relax and lean slightly forward towards 10 degrees to the interviewer. This gives the message that you are both interested and involved. Leaning back makes you appear too casual. Leaning to the side can be perceived as not feeling comfortable with the interviewer. How you position your head also sends a message. Tilting your head towards a side slightly makes you comes across as friendly and open. Keeping it straight comes across as self-assured and authoritative. It is important to pay attention to the posture of your interviewer. You can establish a rapport by adopting the same posture as the other person. This is called mirroring. If they have adopted a more formal posture, do the same until you see that the interview has relaxed and become less formal. Second, hand positions and movements. If you are unsure of what to do with your hands, rest them loosely clasped in your lap or on the table in front of you. Control your hands by being aware of what you're doing with them. Having your hands above neck, fiddling with your face, your hair is very unprofessional and conveys nervousness and anxiety. Keep your hands away from your face. Interview body language experts will tell you that touching your nose and lips can indicate that candidate is lying or is uncertain. Folding your arms across your chest suggests a closed body language and defensive attitude. Waving your hands and arms around can be perceived as uncertainty and lack of professionalism. Common wisdom is that the less you move your arms and hands, the more confident and in control you are. Practice a comfortable way to loosely place your hands and arms while you're sitting both at the table or in a chair on its own. Third, leg positions and movements. Be aware of the interview body language message your legs are giving. Lots of leg movements is both distracting and indicates nervousness. Resting one leg or ankle on top of the other knee makes you look too casual and comes across as arrogant. Crossing your legs high up conveys a defensive attitude in one-on-one context of a job interview. Crossing them at ankles or placing them both feet flat on the floor conveys a confident and professional look during the job interview. Third, making eye contact. If the interviewer is talking and you want to show that you're actively listening, you need to instigate direct eye contact and maintain it. Avoid appearing as if you're staring aggressively by blinking at regular intervals and moving your head every now and then, such as giving a small note, the way I'm doing right now. Interview body language experts suggest that when you're doing the talking, you need to hold eye contact for a period of about 10 seconds before looking away briefly and then re-establishing the eye contact. Overusing direct eye contact when you're speaking can come across as challenging the interviewer. Typically, the listener maintains direct eye contact for a longer period of time than the speaker, who breaks it off at intervals. Looking constantly downwards makes you appear insincere or submissive. It is acceptable to look down if you're making notes or referring to information lying in front of you. However, if you're speaking or the interviewer is asking you something, raise your head and make regular eye contact to show that you're actively involved. With panel interviews, it is best to look at and direct your answer to the person asking the question with glance periodically at the other interviewers. Eye contact is essential interview body language to establish rapport with your interviewer. Fifth point, monitor your voice delivery. Speaking in a clear and controlled voice conveys confidence. Avoid speaking in a monotone by varying your tone and pitch. For example, I am going. I am going. This is variation. But don't overdo it, because overdoing it comes across as overly excited or emotional. Breathe and pause before answering a question. This gives you time to react in a considered way, and it ensures that the interviewer has finished the question. Ensure that your voice tone is not apologetic or defensive. Generally, it is advisable not to show too much or too strong emotion during your job interview. Smile and nod at appropriate times, but don't overdo it. Avoid intense facial expressions, gesticulations, and erupting into laughter on your own. Understand the interviewer's message. Watch for these interview body language signals from your interviewer as well to read the message they are sending you. Be attentive so that you properly observe and understand the interviewer's body language and can respond appropriately. Last but not the least, always be well prepared with your subject content so that you're confident from within and portray a very positive image of yourself apart from the above discussed points. So this is all for the topic body language for successful interviews. So guys, if you're looking for jobs, kindly register at teamlease.com. We are coming with similar videos in near future. So kindly like and subscribe to our channel. Thank you.